Welcome to Stoic Today, YouTube. We're truly honored to have you here. This isn't just a channel, it's a space for growth, transformation, and unlocking the incredible potential already inside you. Please take a moment of your valuable time and generous spirit to click that subscribe button, leave a comment, and become part of a powerful, purpose-driven community that's committed to lifelong learning and relentless self-improvement. Thank you so much for being here. Your journey to becoming the best version of yourself continues right now. So get ready, because the next piece of content you're about to hear isn't just motivation, it's a spark that can light the fire of discipline, belief, and focused action in your life. Subscribe to Stoic today, and don't just consume inspiration, be transformed by it. Share this message with someone who's ready to rise. Comment below and let us know how you're taking the first step forward. Your breakthrough might just begin here. Let's grow together. Your time is now. When God is about to bless a woman with something, what if your current silence isn't a punishment but a signal that heaven is crafting something extraordinary for your life? Could it be that your discomfort, isolation, and deep yearning for more are not setbacks but sacred signs that your next season is on the horizon? When God is ready to release greatness through a woman, He doesn't begin with noise, He begins with preparation, pruning, and prophetic alignment. Ladies and gentlemen, there comes a moment in a woman's life when heaven begins to whisper. The natural world may see her as ordinary, but in the spiritual realm, she is being positioned for something extraordinary. God never blesses by accident. When He prepares to release something significant, something that will shift the atmosphere, the woman He chooses will begin to feel the weight of divine preparation. This is how heaven prepares her not just to receive the blessing, but to become the vessel worthy of carrying it forward into the world. First, she will find herself alone, not because she is unloved, but because she is being set apart. Isolation is not rejection, it is refinement. God removes the noise so that she can hear the whisper. He cuts off distractions, not to punish her, but to protect the seed of what He is about to birth in her life. This kind of separation is sacred. This is how heaven prepares her not just to receive the blessing, but to become the vessel worthy of carrying it forward into the world. It is a cocoon before the emergence of purpose. Then a strange restlessness will arise in her soul. She will begin to sense that where she is no longer fits who she is becoming. What used to satisfy her now seems shallow. The job, the people, the routine, none of it feels right anymore. This is not confusion, this is transition. This is how heaven prepares her not just to receive the blessing, but to become the vessel worthy of carrying it forward into the world. It is the labor pain of destiny. Something is shifting, and her spirit knows it before her mind can process it. Suddenly, doors begin to close. Not because she did something wrong, but because God is redirecting her. She prays, she plans, and yet the path seems blocked. But this is divine strategy. Closed doors are often more merciful than open ones because God sees the future. This is how heaven prepares her not just to receive the blessing, but to become the vessel worthy of carrying it forward into the world. When He shuts one way, it is because He is preserving her for the right one. Don't mourn the door, thank Him for the protection. In this divine disruption, something else awakens. A hunger, a deep thirst for more of God. She begins to crave His word. She seeks His presence, not out of duty, but desperation. She's not chasing platforms or applause. This is how heaven prepares her not just to receive the blessing, but to become the vessel worthy of carrying it forward into the world. She's chasing alignment. The more she draws near, the more heaven opens up insight and revelation. She's no longer entertained by surface things. She is being recalibrated for kingdom things. But with this increase in hunger comes an increase in warfare. Suddenly all hell seems to rise against her. Unexpected attacks, inner doubts, betrayal, exhaustion. This is how heaven prepares her not just to receive the blessing, but to become the vessel worthy of carrying it forward into the world.
Strength creates an irresistible forcia, reminder that real love is drawn to fullness, not dependency. Identity. A woman who practices detachment communicates without words that she is whole and complete. As she is, she does not need constant reassurance from others to validate her sense of self. This inner assurance becomes a quiet, radiant strength. that others can't help but notice. When a woman is detached, she is not desperate for attention, affection, or approval. She does not chase after relationships or cling to outcomes because her confidence is not tied to external factors. She knows that her value is inherent, not something dictated by. This quiet strength creates an irresistible foreseer reminder that real love is drawn to fullness, not dependency, others' opinions or actions. This kind of confidence allows her to stand firm in her choices, unafraid of rejection or loss, because she understands that her worth remains unchanged. Detachment also fosters clarity. A confident woman doesn't get lost in emotional turbulence or cling to unhealthy situations. She evaluates relationships and interactions with a calm, grounded perspective, ensuring that her decisions align with her values and purpose. Her detachment becomes a safeguard against settling for less than she deserves. This self-assured approach to this quiet strength creates an irresistible foreseer reminder that real love is drawn to fullness, not dependency. Life creates an undeniable magnetism. People are naturally drawn to someone who exudes such confidence because it is both inspiring and empowering. It challenges others to respect her boundaries and treat her with the dignity she commands. A detached woman through her quiet confidence shifts the dynamics of any relationship she doesn't follow. She leads by example. Ultimately, detachment rooted in self-confidence is not about pushing people away, but about standing firm in who you are. It is an unspoken declaration, I am. This quiet strength creates an irresistible foreseer reminder that real love is drawn to fullness, not dependency. Enough. And that is a truth. No one can resist emotional. Independence is the cornerstone of strength and self-assurance. It reflects the ability to navigate life without being overly dependent on others for emotional support, validation, or happiness. A woman who embodies emotional independence is in control of her inner world. She doesn't allow external circumstances or the actions of others to dictate her mood or sense of self-worth. This kind of independence doesn't mean she is closed off or unwilling to connect with others. Instead, this quiet strength creates an irresistible foreseer reminder that real love is drawn to fullness, not dependency. It means she approaches relationships from a place of abundance, not need. She doesn't cling to others to fill emotional voids or to compensate for a lack of fulfillment within herself. Instead, she cultivates joy, peace, and confidence from within, which she then brings into her relationships as a gift, not a demand. A woman with emotional independence takes responsibility for her feelings. She understands that, while others can influence her emotions, she has the ultimate power to regulate them. This makes her resilient in the face of. This quiet strength creates an irresistible foreseer reminder that real love is drawn to fullness, not dependency. Challenges she can experience disappointment or heartache without being consumed by it because she knows how to process those emotions in a healthy, constructive way. This independence makes her incredibly attractive. A man admires a woman who is emotionally stable and secure in herself because it allows the relationship to flourish without the weight of unrealistic expectations or constant reassurance. She doesn't seek a partner to complete her. Instead, she seeks someone to complement her, a partner who adds value to an already rich and. This quiet strength creates an irresistible foreseer reminder that real love is drawn to fullness, not dependency, fulfilling life. Her emotional independence also empowers her to set healthy boundaries. She can say no without guilt and walk away from situations that do not align with her values or bring her peace. This clarity and self-respect create an atmosphere of mutual admiration and due respect in her relationships. Ultimately, emotional independence is about freedom. The freedom to live authentically and love deeply without losing oneself. It is a declaration that her happiness and peace are her responsibility and that inner strength. This quiet strength creates an irresistible foreseer reminder that real love is drawn to fullness, not dependency. Is what makes her unforgettable. Having high value and standards is an expression of self-worth that speaks louder than words. It reflects a deep understanding of one's own value and the unwavering commitment to uphold it in every area of life. A woman who lives by high standards doesn't do so out of arrogance or entitlement, but out of respect for herself and the life she is building. This kind of woman knows what she wants and refuses to compromise on the Broston principles that matter most to her. She has clarity about her values. This quiet strength creates an irresistible foreseer reminder that real love is drawn to fullness, not dependency, purpose, and the kind of relationship she desires. This clarity is not about being rigid or unapproachable, but about creating space for only the things and people that align with our vision for her life. Her high value is evident in the way she carries herself. She doesn't need to seek validation or prove her worth, because she already knows it. This confidence is magnetic. It attracts those who appreciate her strength and repels those who are unwilling to rise to her level. She sets the tone for how she expects to be treated. By first treating, this quiet strength creates an irresistible foreseer reminder that real love is drawn to fullness, not dependency. Herself with dignity, care, and respect. This woman is not afraid to walk away from situations that don't honor her worth. Whether it's a job, a friendship, or a romantic relationship, she understands that settling for less diminishes the respect she has for herself. Her willingness to step away from what doesn't serve her sends a powerful message. Her time, energy, and presence are valuable, and she won't waste them on what isn't worthy of her. Having high standards doesn't mean she is difficult or unkind. On the contrary, it means she is. This quiet strength creates an irresistible foreseer reminder that real love is drawn to fullness, not dependency. Intentional. She understands that the quality of her life is shaped by the choices she makes, and she is deliberate in choosing what aligns with the highest good. Her standards act as a filter, ensuring that only what is authentic, meaningful, and uplifting has a place in her life. This level of self-respect and intentionality naturally commands admiration. People are drawn to her strength and integrity, and men in particular are inspired to rise to meet her expectations. She doesn't need to demand respect. It is freely given because this quiet strength, creates an irresistible foreseer reminder that real love is drawn to fullness, not dependency. Embodies it in every aspect of her life. Ultimately, having high value of standards is not about exclusion, but about elevation. It is an invitation for others to grow, to rise, and to honor the best within themselves in order to walk beside her. This is what makes her not only captivating, but unforgettable. Mystery and attraction go hand in hand, creating an undeniable allure that captivates the imagination. A woman who embodies mystery doesn't reveal everything about herself all at once. Instead, she lets her depth unfold. This quiet strength creates an irresistible foreseer reminder that real love is drawn to fullness, not dependency. Gradually, like the pages of an intriguing book, the sense of mystery is not about playing games or being deceptive. It is about preserving a sense of individuality and uniqueness that invites curiosity and admiration. Mystery draws people in because it leaves room for discovery. When a woman holds back from overexposing her thoughts, feelings, or plans, she becomes fascinating. Her life has layers that require time and effort to uncover, and this process of discovery keeps a man engaged and intrigued. He's inspired to learn more. This quiet strength creates an irresistible foreseer reminder that real love is drawn to fullness, not dependency. About her, because there is always something new to explore, a fresh perspective, a hidden talent, or an untold story. This aura of mystery is also rooted in confidence. A mysterious woman does not feel the need to seek constant attention or to explain herself to others. She is comfortable with silence, with not filling every moment with words or actions, and this quiet assurance creates a powerful presence. She knows her worth and trusts that the right people will take the time to understand and appreciate her. Maintaining mystery is about valuing. This quiet strength creates an irresistible foreseer, a reminder that real love is drawn to fullness, not dependency. Privacy and boundaries. She doesn't share every detail of her life with everyone, nor does she allow just anyone into her inner world. This selectivity shows that her time, energy, and attention are precious. By keeping some parts of herself reserved, She signals that intimacy with her is a privilege, not something to be taken lightly. The allure of mystery also keeps relationships vibrant and exciting. When a woman retains her individuality and continues to grow and evolve, she remains unpredictable in the best way. She brings fresh energy, and this quiet strength creates an irresistible force, a reminder that real love is drawn to fullness, not dependency. Perspective to her connections, ensuring that they never become stagnant. This dynamic energy is incredibly attractive, as it challenges others to stay engaged and invested in the relationship. At the core of mystery is a deep sense of self-awareness. A mysterious woman knows who she is and what she stands for. She is not easily swayed by the opinions or demands of others because she is firmly rooted in her identity. So this steadfastness makes her intriguing and compelling. She becomes a person worth knowing, someone who inspires. This quiet strength creates an irresistible force, a reminder that real love is drawn to fullness, not dependency. Admiration and respect. Ultimately, mystery is not about creating distance, but about fostering intrigue. It invites people to come closer, to learn and to connect. On a deeper level, a woman who carries an air of mystery doesn't demand attention, she commands it effortlessly. Her presence lingers in the mind, making her unforgettable and leaving those around her inspired to uncover the beauty and wisdom that lie beneath the surface. Fostering respect is one of the most powerful outcomes of a woman who knows her worth and loves with. This quiet strength creates an irresistible force, a reminder that real love is drawn to fullness, not dependency. Intention. Respect is not something that can be demanded and must be earned through consistent actions, values, and self-respect. A woman who fosters respect in her relationships and interactions does so by demonstrating integrity, confidence, and boundaries that reflect a deep understanding of her own value. When a woman respects herself, she sets the tone for how others will treat her. She establishes clear boundaries, not out of fear or defensiveness, but because she knows that respect begins with her. She doesn't allow others to overstep. This quiet strength creates an irresistible force, a reminder that real love is drawn to fullness, not dependency. Diminish her, and she communicates her expectations calmly and assertively. This firmness shows that she values herself, and it compels others to do the same. Her actions align with her words, which creates an atmosphere of trust and admiration. She doesn't make empty promises or act in ways that contradict her values. This consistency earns her the respect of those around her, as they come to see her as someone reliable and authentic. Her strength lies in her ability to remain true to herself, even when it's difficult. This quiet strength creates an irresistible force, a reminder that real love is drawn to fullness, not dependency. Inconvenient. A woman who fosters respect is also discerning about who she allows into her life. She doesn't seek approval from everyone, nor does she try to please everyone. Instead, she focuses on building meaningful connections with those who appreciate her values and honor her presence. This selectivity communicates that her time and energy are valuable and not to be taken for granted. Respect is further cultivated through the way she carries herself. Her posture, tone of voice, and demeanor all convey self-assurance, and this quiet strength creates an irresistible force, a reminder that real love is drawn to fullness, not dependency. Grace. She doesn't need to raise her voice or resort to confrontation to make her point. Her presence alone commands attention, and her ability to remain calm and composed in challenging situations reinforces her strength and dignity. Fostering respect also involves showing respect to others. A woman who values herself understands the importance of treating others with kindness and fairness. She listens attentively, acknowledges different perspectives, and stands firm without demeaning or belittling others. This balance of strength and this quiet strength creates an irresistible force, a reminder that real love is drawn to fullness, not dependency. Empathy earns her admiration because it shows that her respect for others comes from a place of genuine self-respect. Ultimately, a woman who fosters respect becomes a beacon of strength and inspiration. People are drawn to her not because she demands their attention, but because she earns their admiration through her actions, values, and the way she honors herself and those around her. This respect is lasting and profound, forming the foundation of meaningful relationships and interactions. It makes her presence unforgettable and her influence. This quiet strength creates an irresistible foreseer reminder that real love is drawn to fullness, not dependency. Enduring non-attachment to outcomes is a powerful mindset that reflects strength, clarity, and maturity. It is the ability to pursue goals, invest in relationships, and live with purpose without being overly dependent on specific results. A woman who practices non-attachment doesn't allow her happiness, self-worth, or peace of mind to hinge on how things turn out. Instead, she focuses on the process, trusting that everything will unfold as it should. This mindset doesn't mean she lacks passion or care. On the contrary, it allows her to give her best in everything. This quiet strength creates an irresistible foreseer reminder that real love is drawn to fullness, not dependency. Situation. While remaining free from the anxiety of control, she understands that she can influence her circumstances, but cannot control every aspect of the outcome. This realization brings her a sense of freedom and peace, because her focus is on what she can do, not on what she cannot. Non-attachment reflects a deep confidence in herself and in life. A woman who is not attached to outcomes believes in her ability to handle whatever comes her way. She knows that success or failure, acceptance or rejection do not define her. This quiet strength creates an irresistible foreseer reminder that real love is drawn to fullness, not dependency. Assurance allows her to take risks, make bold decisions, and embrace challenges without fear of losing herself in the process. In relationships, non-attachment fosters authenticity. She does not force connections or cling to people out of fear of being alone. Instead, she allows relationships to develop naturally, free of pressure or expectations. This approach creates an atmosphere of mutual respect and freedom, where both parties can grow and thrive without feeling constrained. Or non-attachment doesn't mean she doesn't care. It means she cares. This quiet strength creates an irresistible foreseer reminder that real love is drawn to fullness, not dependency. Deeply enough to let things unfold organically, this mindset also makes her resilient. When things don't go as planned, she doesn't crumble or dwell on disappointment. Instead, she sees every outcome as a learning opportunity, a stepping stone to greater wisdom and growth. Her ability to detach from specific results enables her to adapt and move forward with grace and confidence. Non-attachment is closely tied to self-worth. A woman who practices this understands that her value is not determined by external achievements. This quiet strength creates an irresistible foreseer reminder that real love is drawn to fullness, not dependency. Relationships or possessions, she finds fulfillment in her journey, her growth, and her purpose. This inner strength makes her incredibly attractive, as it reflects a rare and compelling sense of independence and balance. Ultimately, non-attachment to outcomes is about surrendering the need for control, while remaining deeply invested in one's efforts and values. It is a mindset of freedom, allowing her to live fully and authentically without being weighed down by fear or expectations. This detachment makes her magnetic because it conveys that this quiet strength creates an irresistible foreseer reminder that real love is drawn to fullness, not dependency. Happiness and peace come from within, a truth that draws others to her and leaves a lasting impression. Freedom creates pursuit because it ignites a natural desire in others to seek what.
Standing rooted in your quiet strength creates an undeniable presence, one that reminds the world that real love is drawn to wholeness, not to dependency. When you finally recognize your worth, everything around you starts to shift. You stop chasing, you stop begging, you stop searching for permission to be powerful. What's meant for you will come because you demanded it, but because you became aligned with receiving it. There is something rare and radiant about a person who stands firm in their self-worth. That kind of calm confidence doesn't need to shout, it speaks through energy, presence, and poise. Because real connection, real success, and real respect don't respond to desperation. They are magnetized by fullness. So choose freedom, choose grounding, choose to rise in stillness, not struggle. Let the world meet you where you are not because you waited, but because you became. If something in these words speaks directly to your soul, let this moment become more than motivation, let it spark movement. Click subscribe to Stoic today, share your reflections in the comments, and discover empowering content that awakens your purpose, sharpens your confidence, and keeps you aligned with your highest self. The world doesn't need a louder version of you. It needs the truest one, and the time to step into that truth is now.